Hello, everyone, and welcome to another special conversation, this time with Janet Danielson. Welcome, Janet.
Hi, Barry. Thanks for having me.
I'm really pleased to have a conversation with you here today, and I really wanted to have a chat to you about your experience with the Life Vision Mentoring Program that, in a way, you've just finished and you've moved on to the next level. I want to sort of turn the clock back to start with and go back to before you did Life Vision Mentoring. Can you describe your life and how it was different to now?
You know, one of the, it's actually a challenge for me to go back in time to remember. Um, I guess the process for me was when I looked into joining, it was different than other groups, right? There was, some business masterminds or, groups that I've joined, there was like something tangible that was, came out on the other side of the yes. This one felt different because I just had to trust there was something that was drawing me to you, to the one, the free experience that I had in the group. And because I couldn't quite put my finger on it, I decided that it was time to really start to trust my gut, trust my intuition, however you want to frame it. And um and I had said yes. I knew that there was something missing for me, in all aspects of my life, my personal, my professional, but I just didn't know what. And I just kept thinking, what if this is it? And so that's really, what I can remember going back before working with you.
Great, thank you. I do remember that. There was that real should I or shouldn't I sort of
Mhm.
process, isn't it? And ultimately, it was a gut decision. Like really, like this feels right, rather than these are the three pegs here and three pegs on the other side, and making that decision. It was really for
Exactly.
you, it was a gut decision, and I
Yep.
acknowledge you for that. That was amazing. And then during the process, what did you find during the process? What was the benefit of you going through the actual event itself of that Life Vision Mentor?
So what was interesting is that the process of Life Vision Mentoring was a parallel process to some major shifts and decisions that my husband and I were making in our life at the time. And I don't think it was a coincidence that these were all happening at the same time. So for us, we actually made the decision to have an adventure with our family, uproot our home of 17 years, and move from Canada to Mexico, which I always go back to at last Christmas when we were telling our family our decision. My uncle said to me, Jana, this is not a Jana decision. This is something your sister would do. This is so unlike you. And I keep thinking back to that because it felt out of characteristic for both Jason and I.
Yeah.
Yet the process of Life Vision Mentoring and, clearing the blocks that I subconsciously or unconsciously had was a huge, support in helping us make the decision that we did. And even when we landed here, all those, those thoughts going through your mind, like, what did we do? Why did we do this? Is this the right decision? Every 2 weeks when I would come to class, it was like the perfect statement for me would come up. The block was cleared. I felt, the love and support of the group. And I truly believe that the transition that I had professional and personally in 2022 there's a direct link between that and my experience in the Life Vision Mentoring Program.
Yeah. And I believe as you raise your frequency and vibration, both of those together, the magic happens. Not and
Absolutely.
what was interesting, and I've had this a number of times where people say, it's not just for me, but my whole family. I've had so many husbands who thank me for the change in their lives because of the result of the change in their partner.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
And so, it's in many ways something you can do not just for yourself, but you can do for all those people around you, because they all get affected when we make this change of really stepping up. That it almost encourages them to step up as well, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I've actually, and you and I, Barry, have talked about this, is that I have people in my life who have actually, either I have or they have self-selected out of my life, because they'll say things to me now like, you're not the same person.
Yeah.
And they are 1,000,000% right. I'm not. Like, I am elevating my frequency and my vibration, and I want people to come with me if that's what they
Yeah.
choose. And if it's not a fit for them anymore, that's also okay.
Yeah. No, look, I get that. So look, having done that, you've continued in the progress. We have from Life Vision to Tribal, and then ultimately to Global Vision Mentoring. So there's this whole process. And what benefit do you see staying in the program afterwards? Like, what have you noticed, the
Mm.
choice of staying in? Because there was a choice then, I guess, to stay there as well.
Yeah, I guess for me, I felt the momentum, and I just, I don't, I choose to not let that go on without me. Simply because of the changes I've noticed in the past 12 months. I feel like going into Tribal and then Global is like an exponential. It doesn't feel like it's linear. It feels like there's a foundation that was built, and now there's this exponential increase in what I now believe to be true and the impact that I believe I can make.
Yeah. And it's actually designed that way. It's not meant to be a continued process. It's meant to be, let's go to the next level, let's go to the
Yeah.
next level. So look, I really want to thank you just for your time today. And look, if there's one thing, if people are watching this and they're saying, is this right for me? And I think it is, and I may be able to relate to what you're saying, what would you say to them?
What is the risk of not saying yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not
Because,
saying yes is more of the same, isn't it?
well, exactly. And I think what Barry does such a beautiful job of doing, everyone, as you're watching this, is he helps you get to the other side of your yes. And once you get there, it's beautiful and amazing and fantastic. And so if there is something that's blocking you, it's probably an indicator that you need this in your life.
Yeah. Look, thank you very much. For those listening, there are 3 steps here to do. One is to have a look at lifevisionmentoring.com, and all the information is there to keep your head happy. My recommendation is really just to meditate. Is this a yes for you? And if it feels like a yes, reach out and have a conversation with myself or one of my mentors, and we'll make sure it's a fit for both of us as well, so that this is the right thing for you as well. But I'm looking forward to supporting everyone else. I'm looking forward to our continued journey. And look, I really want to appreciate you, and I just want to thank you for your time again today. Thanks,
Thanks.
Janet.
Bye-bye.